Our next guest is a star with a publication called Relish Magazine, and the Relish Magazine cooking show is coming to the Germain Arena September 29th. The Daily News is a sponsor of that. That'll kick off a three-day series sponsored by the Daily News called Women Today, all at Germain, September 29th, 30th, and October 1st. And our guest from Relish Magazine, Brian Morris. Welcome. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jeff.
Welcome to Naples.
Thank you.
Well, look, in addition to food, I know what you came to do when you came here was to talk about politics. So tell us, what is your solution for the federal deficit ceiling?
You weren't kidding about that, were you? You know, I think they all need to get together around a dinner table. I think maybe they, get in the kitchen, get around the grill. If you can't find common ground around a stove or around a grill or around a table full of good food, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, what kind of wine do you recommend?
Well, you couldn't do all red, right, if this is going to be bipartisan. So I would say you'd have to have a little red and a little white, right?
Very good. You're a good sport. But let's get serious now. You are here to talk about the Relish cooking show, which is part of a national tour. It's really a big deal. You have 7,000 people or more at Germain Arena, and you're going to be talking big time about food and showing them how.
Right. Yeah, the Relish Magazine cooking show is really an extension of what we do at the magazine. We're in a number of markets across the country, hundreds, and we only go to about 20 or 25 of those markets for the show.
Right.
It's an opportunity for us to make the pages of Relish come to life and reach out and have a conversation with our readers. And so, as with the magazine, the show is all about making food fun. We're not coming to teach you 20 new recipes or the next big fancy kind of a thing. We're going to do 5 recipes, but moreover, we're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to dance, we're going to sing, we're going to do music, we're going to have a blast. So that's what it's about. We want to put tools in your tool belt, make you more comfortable and confident in the kitchen, because ultimately, if you can do that, you're going to have a lot more fun.
We probably should tell our viewers, if you're interested in attending this event, watch the pages of the Daily News and our website for ticket information. There'll be lots of that and lots more details about this show coming up. Tell me, food has become more, in my opinion, more than just something to eat and just nutrition. It's become entertainment. It's become a big deal. It's become an industry, and you're probably proof positive of that. How does that working out?
It's true. I mean, I think we have media to thank for that. Food and food cultures around the world have become really, really popular. But it's funny, at the same time that you see this sort of star power driving food to the next level, you also see a return to simplicity at the home level. And really, that's what we're excited about at the magazine. We're excited about people getting back and growing their own produce and putting away their own vegetables and making their own pickles and sort of rediscovering these things that, were no stranger to generations before. I mean, it was, it would have been normal for folks to grow their own stuff and raise their own animals. And so it's fun now that we're sort of, seeing nationally a resurgence of DIY cooking, which is great, and we want to serve that need.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because one question might be that how can you be talking about fancy stuff and having shows at Germain Arena about food when people are just trying to struggle to get by and worry about keep putting food on the table, let alone fancy food? Sure,
yeah. You'll find that nothing we do at the arena is going to be fancy food. That's not our mission. Our mission is everyday, approachable, real food. I mean, we know that our readers have a need to feed their families for a small amount of money and a small amount of time, but put something that's honest and true on the table. And that's what we're about. We're not about the next big fancy recipe. We're about, giving you ways to return to the dinner table and get the family in the kitchen and have fun with it. It's about simplicity, not fancy.
The family includes kids.
That's right. Absolutely. I have an 8-year-old, actually. He's a 3rd grader, and the best times we spend together are in the kitchen. He's actually a master sushi roller now. Ooh. We have a lot of fun in the kitchen, a lot of fun around the grill. He actually helped me make some cheesecakes that we did earlier in our promotion today at home. So, and our show is perfect for families, perfect for men too. I would encourage any of the ladies who are planning to come, bring your husbands, bring your brother, bring your dad, bring your uncle. This is a very this show is funny and entertaining and awesome for anybody.
So I can come too.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me ask you the secrets, your fundamental secrets for a good, efficient kitchen. I would put sharp knives and good olive oil on top of the list. How about you?
I think you're right. I think the best thing for what we always encourage people to do is what we call mise en place, and this is a big Frenchy fancy word that basically means getting everything in place before you start.
Okay.
So what I would encourage you to do, if you've got a recipe and you know that you're going to need this, this, and this, take a second, get yourself organized, get that stuff measured and ready, so that you're not looking for something as this is over here boiling over or burning off. You know, that's one thing that we always recommend. And the other big thing, taste.
Oh.
All great cooks know you got to taste as you go.
I thought you were going to say clean up as you go.
My wife would probably tell you that. I think that's the one thing that she hates about me is I'm kind of a Tasmanian devil in the kitchen. But you're right, cleaning as you go is super critical.
The big secret I need to ask you about is how do you make pizza crust so it stays crispy but it's real thin, even with all the other stuff on top of it? What's the secret?
A hot oven. And that's what you find. I mean, every pizza place has its own secret, right? Its own water, its own dough, maybe mama's recipe, right? But the one thing that's consistent about all of them is they have a smoking hot deck oven. And it's that really high 700, 800, 900 degree oven that cooks that pizza through really crispy quickly.
And the other question is, what can I do with horseradish?
What can you do with horseradish? Horseradish is a great way to add richness and foundation to a lot of dishes. We often think about it as a condiment for roast beef, right? Or prime rib.
Yeah.
But it's a great way to add sort of a rich base of flavor to a lot of other soups and sauces and things like that. Now, you know it's a big ingredient, and it can easily take over.
Yeah, but got to be careful.
That's right. But when you use a little bit, you'd be amazed at the range of dishes. Things like soups and sauces, rich foods, even seafood and meat-based stuff that can really be enhanced by the addition of a little horseradish.
The Relish Cooking Show coming up September 29th, Germain Arena. You'll be there.
I will be there, but I hate to disappoint you. I'm not the star. I produce the show. A man who's much more handsome and talented than I am, John Ashton,
Mr.
is actually the star.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, guaranteed for all.
The most fun cooking show you will ever go to in your entire life.
And on that note, we'll be right back to wrap this up and take a look at next week's show. That was Brian Morris after this.
Join other trusted Southwest Florida retailers by being a vendor at the Naples Daily News 2011 Women Today Expo featuring the Relish Cooking Show September 29th through October 1st at Germain Arena. Reserve your booth today. For information, please call 239-213-5333.
At Moran Edwards, we're all about service, and our numbers prove it. So when you call our office, there's always a professional available to answer your question or resolve an issue. We've successfully managed billions for clients over 3 decades, delivering award-winning long-term performance. We're the world-class money managers right in your own backyard. Call Moran Edwards Asset Management Group today and you'll see we're all about service, and our numbers prove it.
Join other trusted Southwest Florida retailers by being a vendor at the Naples Daily News 2011 Women Today Expo featuring the Relish Cooking Show September 29th through October 1st at Germain Arena. Reserve your booth today. For information, please call 239-213-5333.